I'm here to talk to you about Habit 3, Put First Things First. Today we're going to focus on the 4 quadrants where we identify how we're spending our time. So if we are spending our time in quadrant 1, we're choosing to focus on things that are important and urgent. So a couple examples of those things are an injury. Injuries are important to take care of and urgent if it's happening right then. Maybe even you have a test tomorrow, so you might be spending your time cramming for that test. Important, urgent things fall in the quadrant 1. Quadrant 3, I'm skipping down, not going in number order. This is where things are not important, but they are urgent. For example, peer pressure. Peer pressure can feel very urgent when your friend group wants you to do something, but it might not be the most important thing to you. Sometimes peer pressure can be good. If your friends are pressuring you to be your very best self, that's okay. If people are pressuring you to do things that you're not comfortable doing, that's when you're living in quadrant 3. Not important, but it feels urgent. Another example is unimportant notifications. So maybe your iPod or your phone dings and says that you have a notification on Facebook or Snapchat or something. Unimportant. It might feel urgent because there's a noise getting your attention, but it's really not important.
And you know, Mrs. Creswell, I like to think about that one. Like, if I have my phone out at dinner with my mom and dad or even some friends, and I get a notification and I check it right away, I'm feeling like it's urgent, but it's actually not important, and that's making the people around me feel really disappointed as if they're not important.
And so that sounds like it's a distraction from things that are important to you and to the people that you're with. Let's skip over to quadrant 4. Here are things that are not important and they are not urgent. PlayStation. It might be some sharpening the saw time if you're on the PlayStation, but if you're on it too much, then you are living in a not important, not urgent part of your world. Snapchat, not important, not urgent. It might be something that you decompress with at the end of the day or something, but everything in moderation, right? A little bit at a time. Now I want to talk to you about the quadrant where we should all live, and you know, this is actually my goal for 2020. And thinking about how I want to live my life this year, I want to live my life in quadrant 2. This is where important but not urgent things are taking up your time. Planning, setting goals, think about the wigs that you have set for yourself in your classroom. All of those types of things fall in quadrant 2. This is where we should spend most of our time. Important but not urgent things, planning ahead, and using habit 3, putting first things first.
So what you're saying is if I put first things first, then I can live my life a little bit more calmly. I don't have to be so panicky and reactive to complete my tasks because I've spent my time putting first things first, planning and setting my goals.
Correct.
Then I can enjoy my other things.
Yes.
All right.
Have a happy Monday, putting first things first.